Hi, how are you? Not sure who iPhone is, but you can let me know. Hi. Just wait one more minute to see if anyone else comes up. Okay, so I'm not sure if you had any questions. You can pop them in the chat. You could let me know. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know if anything is coming up. So just for everyone watching this later, I just wanted to say welcome to day two. I know sometimes day two can be really hard, especially if like the caffeine withdrawal like is kicking in more. It's different for everyone. Some people don't find day two as hard as day one. Some people find it worse. Like I said in the last call, usually day four and up, it really starts to feel like amazing and you have a lot of energy. The other thing I wanted to say is you're doing great no matter what. There's no judgment. So if anyone needs to hear this, if you didn't do something you were supposed to do, or you put any pressure on yourself, just showing up and just doing your best, and some improvement is a cleanse. So less obstruction going into your body is considered a cleanse. So wherever you're at, just remind yourself that you're doing great. You can do this. It's just for 10 days. You do your best, and I'm always here to support you. Um, so just one thing I wanted to share a tip with. And hi Rosa, hi Melissa. So just on the call, we just started quickly. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I would love to know how you guys are feeling. If you want to write it in the chat, if you don't want to talk. I was just saying, like I said, sometimes day two can be harder than day one. Sometimes it's easier. Everybody's a little different. Uh, so no matter what you're doing and no matter how it's going, I just want you to know that you're doing great. You can't make a mistake. You can't cheat. Even if you did something that was like not on the path or what you were supposed to do, I just want you to know that any improvement or like even if you did 80% of what you want to do, it's still 80% and it's still better than nothing. So just keep moving forward and keep doing what you can. So iPhone, did you want to say something?
Yes, can you hear me, Vanessa?
Yeah, hi, who is this?
It's Antoinette. I'm just not sure how to put my damn name on that thing. That's why
Okay, it's
my
okay. Don't
phone is
worry about it. It's fine, Antoinette. How are
okay.
you?
I'm good. I'm good. I did my first date.
Okay,
A little bit.
perfect.
I got a little bit, but you know what? And it was busy at work, and it was. I felt pretty good. Just a bit of like it was starting to be a bit of a headache in the back of my head. So
Yeah,
what I did is I had my little shot of coffee, the black one with a bit of honey in it. So I said
yeah.
if I need it, so I did see that you said to take it before lunch, but I tried to fight it off and
It's okay. You were doing
three or
what you could. Yeah.
yeah, and that was it, but very small. So
Okay.
I'm gonna try to slowly, like get down to zero. Yeah,
No problem.
yeah, but the energy seems good. I ate well now as well. I followed everything today, and it was pretty good.
Okay, good. Do you have any questions?
Uh, let me think. I don't think so. Let me see. Wait, uh, not the top of my head. So
Okay.
I'll let other people talk, and then
No
so
problem.
okay.
So perfect. Yeah, like I just want to like say this a lot. Oh, Maria, is that you? Did you want to say something?
No,
Hi.
no, no. Sorry.
It's okay. No worry.
I just came on and I'm just trying to unmute mute myself.
Okay, no problem. Do you see where it is? It's at the bottom.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
But if you have a question, let me know. Yeah, so I just want to say like because I've done this cleanse. This came up for me. I'm gonna be super honest. Like I've done this cleanse before, like more than once, and each time I've done it very like different. Sometimes I do level three, sometimes I do more like level one. And this time I didn't feel like doing like 100% level three. I wanted to like make it a little easier. I just wasn't feeling it. And there's like that inner guilt, like I should be more perfect. And it's like I'm just observing like my reaction to a decision that I made because it just made more sense for my life at this time. And I was like sitting with that, like at what point am I like not good enough? Like it's just something that came up for me. And like I know like I'm telling myself like it's okay, like you're still doing like way better. I'm not having any gluten, I'm not like having any animal products, I'm eating super clean. Yes, I eat like this often, but there's some days I don't eat like this, and now I will be eating like this for 10 days. So I was just like experiencing this a little bit of my meditation today, and I was like sitting with my feelings, and I felt like I have a lot of compassion for everyone. So I just want you to know that like even though this is what I do, and I'm the naturopath, and I'm the one like hosting this, it's not easy. So I just want you to know that like no matter what you do, it's always good. If it's better than what you normally do during the 10 days, you've done great. And you might say like, oh, that was really good and I feel amazing and I'm gonna do it again. And now you might try to go harder next time or deeper because maybe you're healing something, or maybe you won't go, but it's always a break for the body. So I just want to remind you that you can't mess up. Like I had one girl one time we did a cleanse. It was like the only person, and she gave up like halfway because she didn't believe she was cleansing because she wasn't making it hard enough on herself. And no matter how much I tried to convince her that like it doesn't have to be like extremely hard, sometimes we don't need that. Sometimes we just need an improvement to light us up, to inspire us to make big changes in our everyday life. So, for example, if she was eating like a lot heavier and then she was doing only protein once a day after the cleanse, and then she was doing less gluten, like that would still be like if she could maintain that for a whole year after because it wasn't too extreme, she would be a healthier person. So it doesn't mean that you always have to go intense. Yes, for sure, when I do 100%, I feel the most dramatic effects, but we're human and there could be a lot of stuff going on in our life. Uh, and you have to listen to your body and you have to go with what works with you. And so there's different cases for different people. Sometimes when you're very unwell, you have a lot of motivation to go 100%, and that's okay. Sometimes you're okay, you just want that more energy, and it's okay to not go 100% also. So just wanted to share that with everyone. Um, so something that comes up for a lot of clients is constipation. So I just wanted to give some tips. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to say, if you're dealing with constipation, it's normal if you're eating less bulk because your old food usually is the one that's like pushing the food out, but now you have less pressure, so there's less push. Now, it doesn't mean that you should be eating more. It means that the muscles in your intestines are not that strong. Without the push, they can't do it. Usually, they become weak because of acid, inflammation, mucus. Okay, so what we're trying to do is get rid of that mucus, get rid of that acid, get rid of that inflammation, and then those nerves become stronger. So that's the point of the cleanse. So in the beginning, it could be that you don't go to the bathroom as well because those nerves haven't got back their ability to push. Now, so just one thing, so it's not like harmful, but it could happen. It could also happen because you're not drinking coffee, and coffee is extremely stimulating. It's like very acidy, very irritating. So that could give you a bowel movement. You remove the acid, the irritation, you might not feel like you can have a bowel movement. So it's normal sometimes to feel constipated. So what I recommend, the first thing is to eat dinner as early as possible. So we talked about the intermittent fasting. So it does work for bowels, but it has to be early. So like I said yesterday, eat as early as possible. 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, whatever it is. I know sometimes we work, we have families, we can't eat early, but you do what you can. And then when you go to bed, it has to feel light, somewhat empty when you go to bed. So that's what's going to help you have a good bowel movement when you're going to bed very light. Like you're not hungry, but you're almost there. Not uncomfortable where you can't sleep because you didn't eat enough, but you feel light. That's the times you're going to have the best bowel movement. So the next meal should for sure be only 12 hours away. Ideally, even lemon water 12 hours away. If you want to go to 14 or 16, fine, but it might not work out with your lifestyle. It's fine. So let's say you finish dinner at like 7 and then you wake up and you have like your lemon water at 7. Yes, it's only 12 hours, but if you went to bed empty a little bit, it'll still work. Okay, so you don't want to go to bed full. It's super important. You don't want to be snacking all day long. If you're constantly drinking a juice, having a tea, uh, then drinking water, and then doing this, and like you're always putting something in your body, anything, water would be the least thing. But if you're constantly eating or snacking all day long, even if it's healthy, it makes it very hard for the body to eliminate. So you want to eat, but feel satisfied, even slightly full. It's okay, like at breakfast, at lunch. You want to feel satiated, but you don't want to feel like you're constantly eating. So if I'm going to have a snack, it should feel because I'm very hungry. And then I have an apple or whatever. Okay. So you want to wait till you're hungry or empty before you eat a snack or a meal. So that wait will mean that you're really empty. The body had time to get rid of everything. Because if you're just snacking, you're making like a mountain of everything you're eating, and it's very hard to move out of you after, and makes it very hard for a bowel movement. The next thing, you want to make sure you have enough room foods. So like if you're just juicing a lot all day and just doing like a little bit of fruits that are soft, it'll be harder to have a bowel movement than like salad. It's not very bulky. So you need to have like apples, pears that have like a lot of fiber. Uh, for like vegetables, celery really works well. Fennel, carrots work really well. So you could do like a crudité platter. Uh, Radishes, but I would say like the cucumber, carrots, celery, they work really well, like those basic ones. Radishes, anything crunchy in your salads, you could do a bit of cabbage. So those more crunchy vegetables really work at like pushing things out. They're more room. Even a little bit of like doesn't taste that good. I usually do that with like a dip or like a little raw broccoli, a little raw cauliflower because they have a lot of bulk. So they do help. Again, you're eating till you feel full, but then you're not snacking all day long. And then like also I would say then if you're still constipated, the other thing I would ask you, you could let me know in the comments, is if you're dealing with this, is are you leaving the house rushed? And are you trying to have a bowel movement at home or you're on the go? So from experience, most people need to wake up at least an hour 15 before they have to leave the house. So usually it could take up to an hour for someone to feel like they have a bowel movement to go and they have to be home. It's very hard if someone's constipated to be at work or out unless you are naturally not intimidated. But most people, like that shyness factor comes in and that leads them to be constipated because they don't feel safe, they don't feel comfortable. When we don't feel safe, like that's why animals hide, kids hide, we won't have a bowel movement. So you're gonna stop the signal. And maybe this is something you've always done. Maybe you've always been like that. And so you literally didn't listen to the signal from like being a kid, for example. And then your body just says, well, I'm not going to send her the signal anymore. So we want to allow the signal to come back. So if you have your lemon water, if you have your hot tea, or even in the future, if you're at home and you're having a coffee, when you're sitting down, you want to relax, sit at the table, read. For sure, if you have kids, I know it's not easy or a busy family, but maybe wake up early so you do have some time to sit, rest, and just allow for a bowel movement to come. So like yeah, maybe you're waking up like a lot earlier than you would want to. So maybe it's important. That first bowel movement is so important. It'll change your life. If you're not having a good one, this is something to really try to work on. And like you can sit down on the floor, like that rounding of the pelvis could help. You could try squatting. I don't know if you know what a yoga squat is, where you're like sitting really low with your elbows in, just like doing that action. If you have like a little yoga block, you can like sit in a squat position, but like where your pelvis is lower, like just think the way like Chinese people or like different cultures, they squat on they have a hole on the floor when they go to the bathroom in India, places like that. That squatting action makes it easier. So if you kind of like start practicing that, it'll help because it makes the bowels open up more. So even if you don't feel like going to the bathroom, at about like 45 minutes, an hour after you've woken up, you had something like water, hot water, lemon, start to squat, sit on the floor, sit at the table. They do different movements so you're trying to feel like you're getting it. No stress. And that's why I feel like if you're leaving in a hurry and you feel like, oh, but I gotta go and it's not coming, you need to feel like you have like all the time in the world to allow it to happen. The more that happens, the more you listen to the signal, the faster the signal is, especially if you're eating very clean and a lot of fiber and you're going to bed kind of empty. The bowel movements will be faster and easier. Okay, so this is so important. And I would say even sit on the toilet and just like don't stress about it, but like or relax, read a book, like tell your body, okay, this is coming out now. Like Relax, you can come. Okay. Text your clients. I don't know. Okay. So then I would do that. And then if you're still stuck, then you could look at something like BioFlow 1 and 2 from Actimus. They have their like fibers and herbs, which kind of helps some people. Some people are blocked by it, so you have to be careful. But it's something if you still have a problem with everything, message me and I'll guide you. But you can take some fiber and there's the herbs to help with the action. They're not band-aids for life, but it could help a little bit to at least start to empty yourself out a little bit. And then you gradually get off of it and try to build it. And that's where I say colonics come in handy because they also train your bowels to be better and get rid of some of that waste that maybe is weakening your bowel movement. So that's a little bit of questions. No questions? Okay, perfect. And then maybe just one thing I wanted to say is somebody said that she feels more bloated since doing the cleanse. So that's super normal. So you're eating way more fruits and vegetables for most of us. So you're going to be definitely cleaning up, stirring up toxicity. So that should pass. But the more you're not used to eating it, the longer it might take for it to go away the bloating. So expect that to last maybe 3, 4 days, 5 days until you have good bowel movements. And if it's still bothering you, that's where I say colonics are amazing. That bloating is like everything's getting cleaned up, all the gases are moving. You get a colonic, and then you're like, less bloating.
Vanessa?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Speaking of colonics, do you have somebody?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay.
Yeah, where do you live?
Because they were saying I used to do this all the time. Like
Okay.
once a year, I used to do it, and this
Yeah.
was when there was Frank Prudhomme. He was amazing, and then another lady took over his clients, and then she stopped and went into, I think, not sure if it was more naturopath than that, and so I don't have anyone, and it's a touchy, it's a touchy thing. You don't want just anybody doing it. And do you know if like?
So I don't know, where do you live in Montreal?
I live in RDP.
Okay, so I'll give you Lucia's number. So do you know Angela Ray?
No.
Okay, so Angela Ray used to work with like Christian Limage. So she's retired, was pretty much, I don't know, I think Maria would know if she's completely retired or not, but she's like semi-retired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And where else?
Yeah, so sorry. So Angela Ray's daughter took over. Well, like she also became a colon hydrotherapist. So they used to work together, but now like her mom is pretty much retired. And she is working from home now in Repentigny.
Oh my God. That's good.
Yeah, so that's what I'm telling you. She built her own space. It's very nice. It's very clean.
Okay.
I really like her a lot. Before she was really hard to get an appointment with, but since she moved at her home, she has like an online booking system. And now it's a lot easier because you don't need to contact her. You could just book online. And honestly, like I've tried her. There's even Carole Boucher. She's in Laval. I like her. She's also a naturopath. So like, I mean, for my clients, sometimes they feel like they don't really feel like also going to see a naturopath, you know?
Yeah.
Like they just want the session done.
Yeah, of course.
She's French. She speaks English well. She's very educated. But I have just a little preference for Lucia. She's a little more motherly, a little more loving. I don't know.
Okay. Okay, good.
More like a mommy. And
So sorry, guys. I just want to say, Angela is not retired fully.
Okay.
But she's very hard to get an appointment with because she only works 2 days a week.
Okay. So,
but using Vanessa's name usually helps.
Okay, yeah.
But if somebody wants an appointment like next week during our cleanse, it's going to be very hard. I booked an appointment with Angela, but I booked it like, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks ago, knowing that I was going to want one during the cleanse.
Okay.
So Lucia is probably the best bet.
Yeah, okay, so I'll give you Lucia. And then there's even another girl I know, Christina. Christina is not in my area. She's Sherbrooke Carey. She works at the Queen Elizabeth Health Complex. She's amazing as well. I love her. She's just far from me, so I don't always feel like going all the way down there. And then the parking, there's a parking lot, but you have to pay for it. So it's a bit more like complicated. And So, but I really like her as well. But because you're in Repentigny, you're in RDP, I'll put all the numbers in.
Please.
Carole Boucher, she says she's so afraid of, like, because now there's lots of inspectors and stuff like that. What's going on, like, with naturopaths, they're trying to, like, stop them from doing their job. To her, she only wants me to refer clients like that I've seen more than once. So I know you all, so it's fine. But otherwise, you can't give the number to anyone. She doesn't want to. So I'll put the numbers, but I would say Lucia would be my first choice for where you live. So
another question, Vanessa. Do they do like is it the 6 day, like you can do a full, or you're not sure, or like it would be up to? Because the one I did was 6 days, and it was just juicing.
No, she's just doing the colonics. She's not doing anything else. She's just doing the bowel cleaning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's not doing anything else. She's just cleaning the bowels.
Okay.
That's it. But you could call her and you could talk to her too if you want.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else to say for today. I don't know if anybody is okay. Yeah. So let me know if you have any other questions. If you don't think of them now, no worries. You can put them in the feed and I'll answer. That's it. So we won't have a call tomorrow, but you can message all day during the chat and I'll answer as soon as I can. Our next call will be on Thursday. And I forgot the time. I think I put the Thursday one in the afternoon, or like I put it at a different time just to switch it up for people who maybe can't make it at night.
Perfect. Thank you, Vanessa.
Okay, guys. So I'll save this recording if you need to watch it. Otherwise, just let me know if you have questions. Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye.